Hi, my name is Kira, for those of you who don't know me. And for those of you who do know me, I know it's weird, but we can get through this. I know I feel uncomfortable too, but this is something I enjoy. If it's weird seeing me on a screen, just click off. But if you're enjoying it, I'll keep going. Anyway, so brief introduction. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Kira McKenna. I don't know why I put my surname in there, but I did. You might recognize me from my cover videos that I've posted here and there. But I've decided that posting YouTube videos is actually pretty fun, and it's something I enjoy and want to do a bit more regularly. My posting has been very infrequent, but I'm gonna try and be a little bit better and post a little bit more consistently, just to see where things go, and also just because it's something I enjoy. So yes, today's a little different. You're hearing me speaking, which is pretty crazy for me too, I promise. Versus just singing. Today we're going to be doing some impressions, but with an educational twist. I'm going to teach you guys today about dubbing and ADR. So these are techniques used mainly in post-production. So if we talk about ADR, which stands for automated dialogue replacement, it's something used by a lot of directors or sound engineers for films. If a scene has been filmed and the scene is perfect in every way except the audio quality is just not amazing, sometimes the director will ask for the actor to go into the recording studio to re-record the audio or the voiceover for that, or the dialogue for that scene. And dubbing could also literally just be like recording dialogue for an animation or something like that. So yeah, there are a few little tips and tricks that you can use when you're doing dubbing and ADR, to do with warping so that the timing is perfect, so the recorded dialogue matches what's happening on screen perfectly. There's some mixing techniques you can use, some editing techniques. So I'm going to take you guys through those today, but with a fun little, twist, because I'm going to be recording impressions for the examples. So yeah, that was probably a really long intro. I'll probably get better at this as we go, but I hope you enjoy. And let's get started. Okay, great. So we're gonna start off with our lovely Jennifer Coolidge impression. So as you can see here, what I've done is I've just grabbed a clip from YouTube and dragged it into Ableton. By the way, dubbing is something you can do on literally any DAW. So I just use Ableton because that's what I like. But it's actually probably more of an industry standard to use Pro Tools. But yeah, the tools I'm going to show you now can literally be applied anywhere. So yeah. So with that being said, let's have a little watch of this clip and see what we're going to be doing.
Oh my God, you look like the 4th of July. It makes me want a hot dog real bad.
Okay, so I'm going to be attempting to recreate the dialogue from this little section here. So let's give it a go. Let's give it a whirl. So I've just auto-enabled or record-enabled my clip here, which I'll quickly rename to ADR. And yeah, let's give it a go. So luckily I'm able to watch it on my laptop here, but in like a normal studio setting, a TV would be set up for the actor. Okay, so let's give it a go.
Oh my God, you look like the 4th of July. It makes me want a hot dog real bad.
Okay, so let's see how that turned out. Okay, so I'm gonna play it first with Jennifer Coolidge's dialogue as well.
Oh my God. You look like the 4th of July. It makes me want a hot dog real bad.
So after having a look at that, I think I'm going to record it again. It's not bad, but it's not perfect. And I think a good rule of thumb to go off of when you are doing stuff like this, actually any kind of recording is a good quality recording is like the best you can do. You can do all the editing and warping and whatever that you want, but it's never going to give you as good of a result as a good recording would. So we've got time on this situation, so let's do another recording and see if we can get the timing a bit better.
Oh my God. You look like the 4th of July. It makes me want a hot dog real bad.
Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that, I think. We can always play it back and I'll probably change my mind, but let's just have a listen and see.
Oh my God. You look like the 4th of July. It makes me want a hot dog real bad.
Okay, so it's pretty out of time, as you can hear. But now I'm going to show you how we can address those issues. So let's just start off here.
Oh my God.
Okay, so that's late, obviously you can hear. So we'll cut it here because we don't want to affect the timing of like the rest of the clip. So we'll just do a do it section by section, basically. So we'll move that up. So you can see here the waveforms. We want to try and sync them up as well as we can. So nice little tip you can do with Ableton is if you hold down the command key on a Mac and drag, you get a bit more of a controlled kind of drag feel. So that's pretty well aligned, I'd say. So just hear how that sounds.
Oh my God.
Okay, that's pretty synced up. Doesn't have to be perfect for now. Okay, let's go on to this next section.
You look like the 4th of July.
Okay, this is also a little delayed. So let's just move it forward a little. Oh, but you know what I've done here? I'm just gonna undo that and split this clip up because I don't want to affect that timing. Okay, drag it forward a little.
You look like the 4th of July.
Still a little bit delayed.
You look like the 4th of July.
That's pretty good.
You look like the 4th of July.
Yeah. Okay, that's really nice. So it's a lot of it is just shifting. If you can get the general timing right, there are only a few little shifts that you will need to make. Okay, so it's pretty clear that that's too slow. So just go from
hot dog real bad.
Okay, so that's synced up nicely, but this beginning section's not amazing.
It makes me want a hot dog real bad.
Oh, okay, that actually worked out pretty well. So I'm going to cut Jennifer Coolidge again and just listen to myself.
It makes me want a hot dog real bad.
Okay, so that's Jennifer Coolidge. Shall we try a new one? Okay, so next up we are going to attempt to do an impression of Bane. So let's just watch the clip.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it.
Okay, so we get the idea. So with this example, there's going to be less focus on syncing the audio up or the dialogue perfectly because obviously, as you can see, the scene is very dark and Bane wears a mask. So with this example, obviously we're still going to try and sync it up nicely. But the main thing I want to go through here is using different mixing techniques and effects to kind of recreate a dialogue sound. Okay, so we are now going to try and attempt Bane's voice. I hope you find this entertaining. go.
You think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it.
Okay, timing wasn't perfect, but I think that's as good as we're gonna get. Okay, so we'll do a few quick timing adjustments and then we can get right into doing some cool little sound effects and mixing things and yeah. Okay, so I have gone and added a few effects to my audio. So as you can see here, I've added a flanger, an EQ8 and some overdrive. So these are not common effects that you would use when mixing a vocal. They're pretty crazy, but I think that's pretty suitable for a crazy bald guy who is like super anabolic and fighting some other guy in a bat suit. So yeah, I mean, we're not really going for realistic here. So yeah, but I just thought, I just did some experimenting. I'm not saying this is what you have to do, which is the great thing about this. Like, you can really do whatever you want to do to get your sound. So I mean, this doesn't sound exactly like Bane because I don't know what they used to mix Bane's voice, but this was my approach. And I've also gone and created another return track where I'm sending Bane's ADR via the send here to a convolution reverb that I've also just fiddled around a bit with. I lowered the decay time a little bit. I added some pre-delay. I also just boosted some lower frequencies because I just thought that sounded good. So this is what we have. Okay, so this is, let me turn this off and turn this off. I've just grouped everything as well. So this is what it sounded like before.
You think darkness is your ally. You merely adopted the dark.
So I reckon that sounds pretty Baney. That's with the pitch. The pitch has also been brought down slightly. As you can see over here, I just transposed it down ever so slightly. -2 cents there. Okay, so one more listen.
You think darkness is your ally.
Okay, sounds pretty cool. And now with our reverb and with our EQ and flanger and overdrive.
You think darkness is your ally. You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it.
Yeah, so I mean, it's like pretty subtle changes, but they are definitely there. And yeah, so that's kind of what I did. But like I said, it's up to your interpretation. You can pretty much do whatever you want to do, and as long as it sounds cool. But yeah, so now without further ado, now that we've gone through all the technical stuff, I'm gonna just do like a show reel of me trying to do impersonations because it's really fun, as embarrassed as I am to admit that. So enjoy.
Oh my god. You look like the 4th of July. It makes me want a hot dog real bad.
Who would we be scaring today?
Wazowski, you didn't file your paperwork last night.
Oh, that darn paperwork. Wouldn't it be easier if it all just blew away?
Don't let it happen again.
Yes, well,
Come to throw something else at me.
Why would I throw something at you?
Don't ask me. Here I am, minding my own business, and someone thinks it's funny to throw a book at me.
Boo! This extraordinary creature is half blind, half deaf, and this is just about as fast as it can move.
Turn to page 394.
Harry Potter. The boy who lived. Come to die.
Be mine.
There's a book in there on how to eat healthy. Why don't you take that, you fat bitch?
Fantastic. Hey, when'd you get that tattoo on your lower back?
I don't know, Peter. Meth is a hell of a drug.
Fuck, I should have got some movie snacks.
Oh, you should have got some popcorn like me.
Some what? Popcorn?
Yeah, popcorn, mate.
Isn't it popcorn?
No, mate. It's popcorn.
I'm pretty sure it's popcorn.
I've never heard of that word in my entire life, mate. It's popcorn.
It's fucking popcorn, sassy.
No, mate. It's popcorn.
Say pop.
Pop.
Now say corn.
Corn.
Now say pop. Corn.
Popcorn.